Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of the Match Photo tool. Match Photo tool is a tool from Sketchup that allows you to build buildings from photos. Okay, so we take photos from the street, we put it on Sketchup, and from these photos we do a series of operations that allow us to build the building. We first proceed to orbit the axis in such a way in which we are going to place our building here. Okay. We need to first import our first picture by doing File, Import, Tavern, make sure that JPG is selected, make sure that New Match Photo is selected, and import. Okay, so we have imported our photo, but our photo comes with some extras. It comes with two couples of lines, dash lines, it comes with three axes, which are the three axes of our SketchUp model. It comes with a yellow point, which we will call it origin. It comes also with a horizontal line. You see that it's the horizon of our projection, and also it comes with a series of grids, these fading lights, these fading lines on the sides that will tell us the magnitude of the matching. Okay, so the first step of all is to align the edges of our photo with the edges of the SketchUp world. We are going to find two lines, two edges inside in the picture that will be parallel to the red axis. You see in this way. In this case I have selected the floor and the ceiling of the second floor. We are going to do the same thing with the green light. Okay, like this, like this. I'm going to take the floor. And we are going to choose as origin. Origin is the place where to put the origin of the SketchUp world in this corner. Okay. Before accepting the matching, we need to make sure that the lines are perfectly parallel to the lines. That we are actually pointing and pinning the correct points. We need to be precise. Otherwise the matching will be of low quality. So we do like this, like this. For instance, you see that this blue axis is not very vertical. We want this axis to be vertical. Okay? Yes. Vertical means parallel to the columns of the house. Okay? You see that, for instance, this one can be better. Okay. And now we rearrange a little bit this and this. We see that is not entirely parallel. Okay. This. Okay. Entirely parallel. Well, it's a first approximation of the. We see, on the other hand, that the horizon is more or less parallel. So we are done with the alignment, with the placement of the origin, and now we need to make sure that the house has the good dimensions. We see, for instance, that this woman is very large. Actually, this woman doesn't fit on the door. So we need to make the house smaller. How do we do this? How do we control for the magnitude? We place our cursor on the thick lines. You see that the cursor changes its shape. We have these two lines, and we push forward, we push or pull to make it larger or smaller. If we wanted to give good dimensions, for instance, let's suppose that this facade was 50 feet wide, we would like to make, for instance, to tell SketchUp, 50 feet could be 5 times 10 feet. Good? So we could make the spacing 10 feet, for instance, and oops, let's click this. Okay, here, and we would see that ideally we would have 5. Oops, that was inches. Okay, 10 feet. Okay, so we would like to see 5 times 10 feet. So this spacing, this number that I just changed, is the distance between the blue lines that you see here. So if this was 50 feet, we would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. Okay, 5 feet. Nice. Okay, so our facade is 50 feet. So we have scaled not only the directions and the position, this pinning position, but also the magnitude. Now we double click to get out from the matching, so we accepted the matching, and we'll see that now if we orbit the photo, we lose the photo. You'll see. If you want to recover the photo, we need to click on the left where it says tavern or whatever name you gave to the photo. So you click tavern, and Sketchup automatically moves and translates the SketchUp world to the plane of the photo. Okay, the next step is to build the house. Now that we have the matching done, we are going to build the house. So we create this sidewalk first. Now we create the first wall. This, like this. Okay, first wall. Good. Now we create the second facade. First the sidewalk, to help us a little bit. It's better to zoom in a little bit to get more precision. Like this. Okay. We try to get there. With the photo is a little bit tricky. For instance, sometimes it's better to deactivate the photo. For instance, let me draw the upper part. Okay. And you'll see that by deactivating the photo. Okay. I'm going to draw the line of the midpoint. And you see that the photo, for instance, is not perfectly aligned, but it's okay for this tutorial. And now we do this rectangle here. It's important that when you draw the figures, draw it from the existing drawing. Okay, so starting from the origin, now I orbited. Starting from the origin, we want to build based on things that we have already built. So don't build from pointing, for instance, this point from here to here. No, that line would not be on the good direction. We would like to build this roof from components that we have built to the new edges. Okay. For instance, in this case, I would like to let's move this first. Okay, let's select this. Let me copy this. Okay, like this. And now we're going to draw this line from here to here. Okay, so let's orbit. Okay, if we wanted to build this roof, we don't start from here. We start from things that we have already built. So let's build a roof. We select this. We push pull from here. Okay, nice. So we build our first roof. Let's fill up this part here. Okay. Select. Okay. Now we go back to the orbit. To the photo. And we build the rectangle. But instead of drawing the rectangle, which is kind of cumbersome because of the photo behind, we go back to orbit, and we are going to copy paste the lines, which is much easier. Okay, for instance, we do this, now we do like this photo like this. You have selected this part here. Okay, now we build this. So you see, the more constructed there is, the least you need the photo actually. We want this part here. Now this part here, okay, like this. And now we are going to do backwards as well. We copy this line, we select, so instead of looking at from the image and writing the rectangles, we are going to do it from here. Just by copying the lines. It's much easier, you see? Oops. We check the line again. Here. Here, correct, yes. It's always good to double check. Good. This, okay. And now you see that by construction we can build the other part of the house. Line, line, line. So we forget about the photo. Line, line, and line. You see, the entire house is built. Let's clean up a little bit this first. This piece. We don't need all these lines anymore. Okay, this. Good. So the entire house is built. And yes. Good. And now we go back to the photo plane. So once we have the house built, we are going to paste the texture of the photo onto the 3D model that we just built. So for this reason, we are going to select all the faces, like this, and we're going to click right and project photo. So now when we orbit, we see that the house is magically painted. If we wanted to do the same thing on the other faces that are visible, we would have to add a second photo. But this would be in the second part of the video. Okay? Thank you very much for listening, and see you in the second video.